It's got to be the only race that I know of where the winner is probably the least interesting thing.
Look at this beautiful evening.
We are here next to a waterfall.
Sometimes you just have to keep grinding forward.
There's no roads to confine you. You just go.
It's not just a race. This is an opportunity to do that thing and be that person that you always wanted to be.
Gets me pumped, right? Exciting what's going to unfold. Imagine setting off on a 750-mile race to Alaska with no engine, no support, and the weather calling all the shots. This Sunday, 80 teams launch from Port Townsend, Washington, for the race to Alaska. It's a grueling test of wind endurance and ultimately a whole lot of strategy. Joining us now are one of the competitors. That's going to be John Scragg, and the man in charge of one of North America's most unique races, Jesse Weigel. Now, thank you guys both for being here today. John, I want to start with you because you actually come to us from your boat, and it's been a big day. How are you feeling getting out on the boat today?
I feel great. Got a team of 3 here, and we're just approaching Port Townsend. We left the South Sound this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're just arriving in Port Townsend. The start of the race is on Sunday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you are less than 48 hours away. Jesse, I want to bring you into this conversation. Walk us through as what John and so many are getting ready for. What are the different stages, and are there any specific rules for the competitors?
Yeah, Race to Alaska has very few rules, honestly. Teams have to get a boat, and they got to get 750 miles all the way up to Alaska. They cannot have an engine in the boat is one of the primary things, and they can't have any sort of support that isn't available to everybody on the race. Besides that, we don't tend to use all the other sorts of rules that other sailboat races use. People have got to come to it with a sense of honor, and hopefully they get to Ketchikan with that intact.
It is incredible what they're going to be able to really endure over the next several days, if not weeks. So, John, I want to bring you back in. You did this race back in 2022. What are some of the main challenges that you are anticipating, and what kind of lesson will you be carrying this time around?
Well, the big challenge is the weather. You know, if there's not enough wind, you basically have to paddle or row your boat north. And if there's too much wind, then you either kind of take cover and wait it out. So we're looking for a good weather window, so we get some decent winds. We don't have to pedal too much. But the challenges, they vary. There's a lot of logs in the water here, a lot of strong currents. You never know what you're going to get.
John, I want to ask you about, because wind seems like everything. So for everybody at home, or they're not used to, knowing with the parameters of sailing, what is that Goldilocks zone? What are you hoping for in regards to wind speed? And we also have the forecast, so we're going to pull that up as well. But from your insight on the boat, what is good? What is too much, though?
I think anything between 10 and 20 knots is like a great zone for us. Once it gets into the 25 and up to 30, then we really start getting worried. If it's below 5 knots, then we've probably got to start pedaling. So the 10 to 20 is like what we're looking for.
All right, 10 to 20. I was looking through the forecast. It looks like a couple of days where deeper into next week, the wind gusts could get into that 20, 30-plus mile-per-hour range. So, Jesse, you're the director, and I know you have a lot of freedom, you say, for them once they get out in the water. You don't want to hold them back. But when we look at weather, it's a big challenge, and you've been doing this for years. This race has been going on. What type of weather have you seen play out and that has led to maybe rescue calls? And can you recall any major weather events, of course, in recent years?
Yeah, sure. So I'm actually the second race boss is my title. My very first day working with Race to Alaska was one of our biggest and gnarliest days. The first day of Race to Alaska is called the Proving Ground, where teams have to go 40 miles across the Strait of Juan de Fuca, a notoriously rowdy piece of water. And we generally start the race on a big tidal ebb, which both helps the racers to get out and across, but it can also be a big detriment if you have an opposing wind state, which is what we had in 2022. And within the first 20 minutes of the race, we had several capsizes and a dismasting. That was my first 20 minutes as a part of the Race to Alaska. So that kind of thing is piled up there in the Proving Ground quite a bit. And that's the purpose of the Proving Ground. We like that weather to come by so that the teams have a chance when they're still within reach of rescue to test themselves.
Jesse, we've been looking at some incredible video of previous races, but I want to get your insight again. You had talked to us before when we were, kind of getting a sense of what this race is all about. What's the fastest team that's ever completed this, and what's the slowest team?
The fastest team to ever do this race was 10 years ago, 2016 Team Mad Dog Racing. They were aboard a Marstrom M32 catamaran, and they did it in 3 days, 3 days, 20 hours, and 13 minutes. That's blazingly fast. So that's pretty cool. The slowest team to ever do it, they did it in 26 days, 2 hours, and 33 minutes. Pretty wide span between the fastest and the slowest.
And what's wild is you've told us, too, there's people that have tried to do it on a paddleboard, which I can't even imagine being out in the North Pacific and in this rough surf like that on a paddleboard. Race to Alaska boss Jesse Weigel and competitor John Scragg. Thank you guys for sharing it. And, of course, John, good luck Sunday. We look forward to maybe debriefing with you after the race. Have some fun out on the water.
Thanks, Steve.